Hey, it's Nathan with CrazyMarketing.com, and in this video, I'm going to do a full ThriveCart tutorial where I'm going to go over several settings, show you how to set up products, build a funnel, and do a few other things so that way you can get started with ThriveCart right away. Now, real quick before we get into this tutorial, I just want to point out that I have a link to a lifetime membership to ThriveCart. So this is one of the great benefits of ThriveCart is their lifetime membership option. So instead of paying $100 or more a month for a tool or service that lets you build sales funnels, you just have a one-time fee for your whole life. So you can save a ton of money, and there's a ton of features available within ThriveCart, and I'll have the link in the description down below. But just real quick, some of the features that come with ThriveCart. We'll scroll on down here. Of course, there's more you could go ahead and read if you want to, but they have one-click bump offers, one-click upsells, modal and embeddable carts, A/B testing, an affiliate center if you go with the pro version, retargeting and link tracking opportunities. We could add your Facebook pixel and Google Analytics tracking codes and track your advertising efforts. There's a customer hub so customers could go ahead and log in and update their billing information or cancel their subscriptions. So you don't have to manually update your customers' information. There's coupons. It supports physical products. There's a bunch of different analytics information as well, from funnel stats to predicted revenue to more detailed stats. And it integrates with a whole bunch of other tools as well, like membership platforms and autoresponders. And it just has a whole lot going for it. I really like ThriveCart. So again, link in the description down below if you're interested. But let's go ahead and get into the tutorial here. So this is what it looks like when you log into ThriveCart. So we're on the dashboard right here, and it gives you a breakdown of your daily sales, or you could go ahead and change your date range as well. And it'll give you all the information for that particular range. And if we scroll on down, we can get even more details if we want to, and we could go ahead and customize this page to include the information that is important to us. So that's the initial dashboard page. But where I really want to start is over here into the settings area. So click into the menu and we'll go ahead and click on settings. And I want to go through a few of the settings that you want to go ahead and set up right away. So first things first, we have integrations right here. And we can go ahead and click on payment processor. So you want to integrate with a payment processor so that way you can take your customers' money. So there's Stripe and also PayPal as well as Authorize.net. Then you probably want to go ahead and integrate with your autoresponder tool. So I'm integrated with ActiveCampaign right here. They have a whole bunch of different options as well, like Aweber, ConvertKit, Drip, MailChimp, and even Zapier right here. So you can integrate with a whole bunch of other tools if you want to by using Zapier. So a bunch of different options that are supported within ThriveCart. There's also the membership platform. So there's Digital Access Pass, Lifter LMS, MemberMouse, MemberPress, Teachable, Wishlist. Not to mention there is ThriveCart Learn right here, which we'll get to later in the video. And it lets you build a membership site where you can go ahead and deliver courses and things like that. So a bunch of different options, and there's webinar platforms, which includes Demio or Zapier. We also have fulfillment services right here, so Disc.com, Lulu, Shopify, Printful, Shippo, ShipStation, or Google Sheets. You could push your information straight into Google Sheets. And notification platforms, so Google Sheets or Slack right there. And then finally there's sales tax platforms, which includes Quaderno and Zapier. So a bunch of different integrations are supported within ThriveCart, which is something that I find very useful. Then we come back out to the settings area. There's also the blacklist option, so you could go ahead and blacklist IP addresses or email addresses, so that way if you have people spamming. So you can see you can adjust their invoices, finances, customer hub, the affiliate area, ThriveCart Learn, fraud prevention, Facebook domain verification, and CNAME settings. So that way you could go ahead and set up a custom domain for your ThriveCart account. And so you probably want to go through each of these options real quick just to see what's in them, as you may need to change some default settings for your account. Let's come back to settings. So there's also manage users right here. So depending on your level of your ThriveCart account, you can go ahead and add additional users that could log in and do certain things within your account. Like maybe you have a customer support person that you want to allow to go ahead and refund customers or change account settings and things like that. You could go ahead and add them to your account. I'm going to click on it real quick just so you can see the option. So you can go ahead and fill in their contact information, but then their app permission. So there's a few default settings, so assistant or client. And you can see assistants are for team and staff members who will be managing products and customers on your behalf. And then there's also clients have their own products and a separate customer hub for their customers to view purchase history and update billing info. So depending on the type of user you want, you could go ahead and select this option, and then you can choose what all they have access to. So if they can create coupons, look at statistics, affiliates, users, settings, etc. And also their product access as well. So whether they have access to certain products or none of your products and so on. So it's quite flexible in what permissions you want to give to somebody. There's also dunning, which is very useful and also has saved me a lot of money. So what this does is it lets ThriveCart send emails out when people's payment methods don't work. Like for example, if they have an overdue payment, like they get billed, but for whatever reason their credit card number may have changed or something like that, and the payment doesn't go through, well then they can receive emails reminding them to update their payment information. Or if their card is expiring soon, well they can get a reminder email to come in there and update their billing information before their subscription renews. Or if their card has expired, ThriveCart can go ahead and send emails to the customer so that way they can come update their billing info before the payment takes place. And you can also see the stats of your dunning services to see if it's actually working for you. So I like that they give you the analytics so you know if it's working or not. Let's come back up here and go back to settings. There's tax report. So when you're creating products, you have the opportunity to collect sales tax. So if you set that up on your products, well then you can go ahead and run a report on all the sales tax you've collected during a specific period of time. And when we create a product, I'll point this out to you. Let's go ahead and go back. There's legal and compliance. So you probably want to go through here real quick and just make sure that you have everything that is relevant to your business so that way you don't get in trouble or anything like that. Coming back out, there's custom text and translation. So if you're not a native English speaker, you could go ahead and add a language profile. And you could come in here and update all the different default texts that are going to pop up in your pages and funnels and things like that. Or you could go ahead and use it based off of an existing translation. So there's several translations available in here. So if most of your customers are from the Netherlands, for example, you could go ahead and select this option and it would translate everything to Dutch, I believe, is what they speak in the Netherlands. So this might be a useful setting if you're not, US based or English speaking based. Let me come back out. And then there's API and webhooks as well. So if you want to use API or webhooks with ThriveCart, you can. I think it offers almost full control if you know what you're doing with those settings. And so that's the settings section. Let's go ahead and set up a product and build us a funnel because I think that's why we're here. So here we are in the products area and you can see that there's a few different options. There's products, upsells, downsells, A/B tests, and coupons. And we'll basically make our way across all these tabs in this video. But let's go ahead and create a brand new product real quick. And we can select between a digital or a physical product. I'm going to go with digital. But it is nice that they support physical products within ThriveCart so that way you can add shipping information and things like that to your particular product. We'll go ahead and create a new product now. And a lot of this is pretty self-explanatory. So product name, go ahead and enter a name. You can add a label for this product so that way you can keep track of your products. So I'm going to do that real quick. And you could go ahead and customize the checkout page URL if you want to. The product status, so there's disabled, test mode, or live. Going to keep it in test mode until we're ready to go live. Then we can come in here, turn it live, and then we can start accepting actual payments for our products. There's the cart language, which is English, and then the owner of this product will be myself right here. And then we can go ahead and click on next. Then we have our pricing options right here. And this is actually quite flexible, so let's click into here real quick. So we have payment type, we have one-time fee, subscription, split pay, pay your own price. Let's do a one-time fee. And let's say that we have a $97 one-time fee for our product. I'm not going to set a trial period in this particular pricing option, but I will in the next one. If we want to send an email for this particular purchase, we can go ahead and select this option, and then we could also limit the quantity available. So if you have a limited amount you want to go ahead and sell, you could go ahead and select that option. So a lot of different options here. I'm just going to click on next, and I named this pricing option my one-time payment of $97, but I could customize it if I wanted to, and I could allow people to buy more than one at a time if it makes sense to do that. Since this is a digital product, I'm not going to do that. But if you're selling a physical product, maybe you want to allow people to buy a different quantity of the product. So you would change that option there. I'll click on save. And let's go ahead and add another pricing option real quick. So this time we're going to go ahead and do a subscription. And we can select our billing frequency. So I'll just go with annual. And we'll just say that it's $10 a month. However, today's price is only $1 because we're going to be offering a 3-day trial. And it gives you the details of what's going to happen. So your customer will be charged $1 immediately for their 3-day trial, and then $10 USD every month until they cancel. But I could go ahead and change this number of rebills as well. Right now it's indefinite. Maybe I want to go ahead and custom, and I'll do 12 rebills right here. So if they make 12 payments, then their payments will stop and they'll continue to have access to the product or service that I'm selling right here. And then we have the customer purchase email, so send for initial purchase, and we could also send them an email for every recurring purchase. Now I always turn this on so people know that they've been billed, and they don't look at their credit card statement and see a random charge from me, and then get upset and do a chargeback or something. So I always send them an invoice. So that way if they meant to cancel their account, they just contact me ahead of time. I can manually refund them or something before they go and they do a chargeback, and then I gotta pay a fee and all this other stuff. But maybe that's just my personal preference. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that on, and we could go ahead and set the quantity if we want to. And I could go ahead and name this pricing option if I want to, but I'll leave it as the default. And I had to take my jacket off because I'm getting all warm shooting this video here. Anyway, we can go ahead and calculate the sales tax as well. So if you want to track your sales tax within ThriveCart, you could go ahead and turn this on and go through the settings right here. And then you could go ahead and pull that tax report that we saw under the settings area a few minutes ago. But I'm going to go ahead and turn that off and turn this off. And we could also go ahead and customize our customer's payment notification as well. And there's a couple different options. There's detailed notification and basic. I'm going to open up the detailed notification real quick. And so this is what their invoice or payment notification will look like right here. You can go ahead and upload your logo. You can change your colors. You can add a custom text right here and a custom bottom text as well. So that way you can make it unique to your business and all that type of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and click out of here and cancel. And we'll go ahead and move on to the next option. So there's a bump here. So you can offer a bump on your products as well. And we could offer a digital or a physical bump. I'm just going to do a digital bump and continue. And we can go ahead and name our bump and give it a price. And we have the option to select whether our bump should be pre-selected by default. So we can say no. So the customer must add it to the order, or we could go ahead and leave the bump checked already. So it's already added to their order and they have to uncheck the box in order to not get the bump. So personal preference on that one. But I'm going to go ahead and click on next now. Now we need to go ahead and select our payment processor. So hopefully you set them up under the settings area. So let's go ahead and just turn on Stripe real quick. Turn on Stripe Enhanced. And we'll go ahead and select my Stripe account and save and next. Now we have the option to allow affiliates to promote this particular product. I'm going to have another video on the affiliate platform available in ThriveCart, so please check out my channel if you're interested in that. But real quick, I'll click this option just so you can see what's here. So you can go ahead and set up the affiliate commissions. So how much affiliates will earn when a customer purchases your product through one of their affiliate links. And then you can go ahead and choose your affiliate options as well. And again, I'll have another video all about the affiliate platform. But I do like that ThriveCart lets you have affiliates. That's a very nice thing. Coming to the next tab here, we have fulfillment right here. So this is what will happen after they make the purchase. So right now it's set to display their total invoice. So that's an option. Alternatively, you could go ahead and send them to a URL. So that way they could go ahead and access their purchase. And you can select different URLs based off of the different pricing options as well. So for example, if you want to send them to a different URL for the one-time payment, you could, or a different URL for the subscription, or a different URL for the bump offer, you could go ahead and do that. You could also make the links expire. However, the links will only expire within that email that they receive, and it won't make like the links on your website expire. So I would go ahead and set this to never, because you don't want somebody getting an email and then coming back to that email a day later and the link not working. It's just going to irritate people. So I recommend if you're sending people to a link, make sure that it is active for them. And another option you could go ahead and select is to add them to your membership site. So depending if you've integrated with the membership platform, you could go ahead and select it right here. And I have ThriveCart Learn available to me, which we'll cover in just a minute here. But if you have any other membership platforms, you would select it there. And then you could go ahead and give them access to different options based off of the pricing option that they selected. So it's quite flexible and probably supports what you want to go ahead and do. You could also go ahead and ship a CD or DVD to your customer via Kunaki. Now, I don't know how many people are using CDs or DVDs nowadays, so I don't know how viable this option really is anymore, but it's here if you want it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead to the checkout area now, and we can go ahead and design our checkout pages. So I'm going to click on Browse Gallery. And so they have several templates you could go ahead and choose from, and you have the opportunity to customize them a little bit, as you'll see in just a minute here. But typically, I just go with like a basic order form, like this one right here. I'll go ahead and select that because your page builder is not like the most sophisticated thing in the world. Like ClickFunnels definitely has a better page builder than ThriveCart. So I find the simpler pages tend to work a little bit better or are easier to customize at the very least. And it seems I missed this step. I need to enter a support email. So let me do that. And I'll click on continue. So here's the page builder available within ThriveCart. Right here in the middle is the page that we have. On the left-hand side, we could go ahead and choose to add blocks and elements, and we'll go through some of that in just a second here. We can switch between what it'll look like on a desktop view or a mobile view, make sure it looks good on all devices. Also, we can go ahead and change which page we're looking at. So right now I'm looking at the cart page, and we could also go ahead and edit the success page as well. So you want to make sure that you're flipping between all the pages that people will land on when you're updating your various pages that are available to you. Now, you can click around on the different elements, like right here, this is basically a text element, so I could come up here and write a headline if I want to. And I can do some stuff with the text as well. Like if I want to underline super, I could go ahead and do that. Or I could go ahead and change the color as well. You know, some basic things like that. There's some additional element options over here. Like I could change the font and color and font size and stuff. So it's pretty self-explanatory and just takes some clicking around in order to get things where you want it. Now some elements have additional information. For example, this contact information element, if I click on it, I can see that it popped up some different options. So if I want to accept a customer name, let's go ahead and enable that. You can see that it adds that field right there. And I could put it before or after the email address. So I could change that around. If I want to accept their business name, I can make it optional or required if I want to. I could request their contact number or their address. So maybe I want to accept their country. And I could also add custom fields if I want to as well. Show terms and conditions checkbox, show opt-in checkbox, and so on. So several different options for customizing this particular element. So you want to kind of click on the different elements that are available and make sure there's no options that you need to adjust or anything like that. Let's scroll on down here. Let's click on the payment one. And I can see there's a layout option right here. So there's accordion, or I could go ahead and do tabs right there. So there's a different option for the payment method that people could go ahead and select. And let me click on the bump real quick. And basically I can change the border style here if I want to do that. So nothing super fancy, but I think you get the idea. You just kind of click around and you can go ahead and adjust some things. Now there's blocks as well, so if you want to go ahead and try and design a page, you could use some of their blocks they have and just click and drag over here. So now I have a feature section that I could go ahead and update if I want to add that to my page. I could, click on it and update the image, for example, and change the text around if I want to, or I could go ahead and delete it if I want to, and delete element, and so on. So it just takes some playing around with it to get things looking the way you want. And actually, when you do actually get things looking the way you want, you can go ahead and save it as a custom template. So that way you can reuse the template again and again and again. And you're not coming through here and updating all your colors and everything again and again and again. And it can just save you a whole bunch of time. But also don't forget that there's various pages up here. So you'd also want to come over to the success page and make the changes to this page as well. So that way everything matches and all that type of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click on complete up here in the top right corner. And the next thing we have right here is tracking. So you definitely want to make sure that you're tracking all your conversions. So if you're advertising on Facebook, or even if you're not advertising on Facebook, it's a good idea to get your tracking pixel installed so that way you're at least collecting data. So if you decide you do want to advertise on Facebook, you have a whole bunch of data already uploaded. So you want to go ahead and enable Facebook integration, probably the Google Analytics integration, or maybe the Google Tag Manager or VWO. Or you could also add custom integrations as well. So definitely make sure you're tracking all your conversions on the various advertising platforms. And finally, let's get to behavior. Here you can go ahead and set up rules based off of what products people buy. So let's go ahead and add a rule real quick. So when the main product is purchased, or the main product is refunded, or a cart is abandoned, so you could go ahead and set up a cart abandonment email series if you want to do something like that. Or if your payment gets declined, or if they buy a bump offer, or there's subscriptions right here, a bunch of different options. There's dunning options right here. So a whole bunch of different triggers for these different rules. Let's just do main product is purchased because that's a common one. And you could go ahead and select for which pricing option. So for any of your pricing options or for specific pricing options. So you select what's relevant, of course. It's all very flexible. And then you want to select which integration you're using it for. So I have ActiveCampaign, or I could go ahead and do custom HTML, but I'll keep it on ActiveCampaign. And then we can have add them to or remove them from, a list, an automation, an existing tag, a new tag, and so on. So this way you can make sure that your customers are winding up on the correct list with the correct tags for the products and services that they're buying. You could also only run in specific locations. So for example, if you want to only run this for people outside the European Union, so the EU and UK, you could do that, or inside the European Union or United States or UK or France or Germany and so on. So I don't really know why you might want to set that up, but this option is available to you if you want to. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click on save. And so now we're basically done with this product. So I could go ahead and click on save and get URL. And I could go ahead and copy this URL right here and go to it. And I can see my beautiful sales page right here. So somebody could go ahead and fill out this information and select which payment option they want to go ahead and use and enter the billing information, choose whether or not they want the bump, and then they could go ahead and complete the order. And we'll go through the process of testing our checkout in a few minutes here. I want to go ahead and build a funnel first. So let's come back over here and let's go to the products area again. And we're going to go a lot faster this next time. So let's say that we want to go ahead and make an upsell for our product. We just come over here to upsells. and we'll create an upsell, and we can choose digital or physical, create a new upsell. And we could go ahead and name it, and you could give it a label. And then we come to pricing options, and you can select the product type, so one time or subscription or split pay. Let's do one time. And there could be a limited number of quantity, and you can let people select one at a time or select a quantity if that's relevant, but I'm doing a digital product, so quantity is not relevant. Of course, we need to go ahead and set the price, so we'll just do $10 right there. Then come over to tracking, and of course you'd want to go ahead and enable tracking, so that way you're tracking people as they buy your upsells. And I'll have another video on tracking if you need more information on it. And then if you want to go ahead and allow affiliates to earn a commission on this particular upsell, you could go ahead and do that. Then moving on, we have fulfillment. So there's some information for the success page link. So customize the title or customize the text. So a couple different options, and you can play with it to see where it actually shows up. And then we have behavior, so we could go ahead and do the same type of behaviors as before. So if this upsell is purchased, we can add them to active campaign, add them to a list, and so on. So all stuff we've been through already. I'm just going to save it and click on save my upsell. And I'll go ahead and click on continue. And let's go ahead and add a downsell as well. Let's create a downsell. We'll do a digital downsell. And this will be my super awesome downsell. And pricing. And I'm going really quick right now because I think you understand the concept at this point in time. Next, fulfillment, no, next, behavior, that's good, and continue. Alrighty, so we've created a product, an upsell, and a downsell at this point in time. Let's come back to the products tab and actually put it into a funnel. So we're going to click on create funnel right here for our product, and it brings us to the page builder thing and kind of gives us an idea of how to actually build a funnel here. So there's an option to add funnel item. So okay, we'll do that and click down here. So we have our cart and our success page. Let's go ahead and add a funnel item, and we can go ahead and add an upsell. So I have my super amazing upsell. We'll go ahead and click on next. And then we have the option to design a page within ThriveCart or use my own custom page. We'll keep it inside of ThriveCart. We'll click on next. And then it asks us if we want to allow this upsell to replace a fulfillment for a previous purchase. So if you click this option, the individual will be charged still for the previous item, but they'll only be given access to this particular item. So maybe you're selling like 2 different courses or something like that, and this upsell offer has a bunch of different videos or something, and so you only want to give them access to this second course and not both courses, because then it would be confusing. But then you could go ahead and enable this option, and then they would only have access to the upsell course instead of that initial course that they purchased. And you can go ahead and choose which item or product that this upsell is replacing. So I'm just going to have it replace the best product right here, and I'll click on add upsell. And then I can go ahead and design my page right here. So a similar concept as the other page, I can go ahead and edit the elements and customize it to my needs. Now let's go ahead and add that downsell as well. So we'll add another funnel item, and this time I'm going to add a downsell and my super awesome downsell, and next. And what upsell does this relate to? So I need to go ahead and select my only upsell option I have available, and next. And then I'm going to go ahead and design a page within the ThriveCart builder, and I'm not going to replace a fulfillment, so we'll just go ahead and add this downsell. So then I can go ahead and update this page right here to sell and promote my downsell. Now my funnel is set up where they'll buy the initial product, and then they'll be presented with an upsell offer. If they say no to this upsell offer, they'll be presented with a downsell, and then they'll be brought to the success page. However, if they buy my upsell, they'll skip over the downsell and go directly to my success page. And I could add additional funnel items as well by clicking this button right here. So I could have 50 upsells if I wanted to. However, that would probably drive people crazy. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click out of here and click on next. And my success page is still good, so I'll click on complete. And let's come back up to products real quick and go to A/B tests. And let's click on create first A/B test. So an A/B test will compare 2 products to see which is most successful at achieving your specific goal. Once set up, you'll receive a given URL which will automatically rotate between the 2 products for a specified period of time. The winner will automatically be displayed after the time period ends. So maybe you design 2 separate pages and you want to see which one converts the best. Well, then you can go ahead and set up an A/B test. And I'm not going to go into it in this video. I'll have another video on the A/B test because I think this video is already long enough. But it is great that this option is available. I'm going to click on cancel. We also have the opportunity to add coupons to products. So I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new coupon real quick. And I'll call this my super awesome coupon. And I can design a coupon code. So I'll just call it super. And then we need to go ahead and make sure our coupon is enabled. And we could do a fixed discount or a percentage or maybe free shipping. So a few different options. I'm going to do a percentage. We'll just do 15%, and applies to the main product only, main product and bump if any, or the entire funnel. So a few different options. I'll just do main product only. And you could also apply to recurring/future payments if applicable. So if you have a subscription product and you want this coupon to be applied to all future bills, you can go ahead and click this option right here. And then we get to usage. This coupon is redeemable immediately or from a set date. So if you're doing a promotion with the coupon, you could go ahead and set up a date. And how long this coupon is redeemable for, again, you could go ahead and set a date here so that way it automatically becomes inactive. And you can make this coupon work for only specific affiliates. So if you have like a big time affiliate and you want to give them their own unique coupon code, you could go ahead and do that right here. And there's also the option to disable after a fixed number of uses if you want. So if you want like the first 10 people to use the coupon code, you could go ahead and set that to 10, and then it would automatically disable after it's been used 10 times. So quite a bit of flexibility there. Now you can go ahead and select what products this coupon will work on. So I'm going to go ahead and set it for a specified product. So the best product right here, and then it's available on both payment options. So I'll click on next now, and then I could go ahead and add rules for people that use this coupon. And I'm not going to do that right now, but I think you get the idea at this point. I'll go ahead and click on save. Now, one of the cool things about creating a coupon is it will generate a URL that incorporates the coupon automatically. So you can go ahead and pass this URL out, and it'll apply the coupon to the individual's cart automatically. So let's copy that URL and select the product that we're applying the coupon to. And we can come over here and we'll go to the URL. And if I scroll on down, I can see that the coupon was automatically applied to my order form right here. So I have a discount of $14.55 or 15%. And you can see the coupon was super was applied right there. If I click on subscription, it should tell me the discount right here. And I can see it's applied to my initial payment as well as my future payments because I selected that option. Let me go ahead and click the one-time payment, and I'm actually going to fill this out this time, and we're going to test out our funnel. And let's come on down here. I'm going to copy the test credit card number and plug it in here. And expiration can be anything just in the future, and CVC can be anything, and country is fine, zip code, throw something in there. And it asks if I want to save my info for secure one-click checkout with Link. So Link is a nifty tool that ThriveCart supports, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And I might as well buy the bump offer as well. And let's go ahead and complete order, which should bring me to the upsell page. And so here's my upsell page, and you can see that if I click the button above, a total of $10 will be added to your order. I'm going to go ahead and say no thanks, so that way I go to the downsell page. So here's my downsell page for my $7 product. We'll go ahead and add that to the order. And there we go. I'm on my order success page. So I purchased the best product. I got the bump, and I also got the super awesome downsell. And I also used the coupon super right there to save some money. And the individual could go ahead and download PDF, which is just a PDF of their invoice right here. And so that's how you can go ahead and create products and upsells and downsells and connect them all into a funnel, and also how to create coupons. Let's come back into ThriveCart real quick and finish this video up. So the next area we have is transactions. So this will show you all the transactions that have happened in a period of time. So as of today, I don't have any transactions occurring, but if I selected a different time frame, there might be some transactions to look at. And then you could also switch over to subscriptions here. And this is kind of nice because it'll tell you how many active subscriptions you have, what your monthly recurring revenue is, and also a projection of your yearly revenue as well. So if you're selling subscriptions, these are some great metrics to know. So that way you can get an idea of how much money you'll be bringing in every month and also every year. Moving over here, we have partners and affiliates. So again, I'm going to have another video on affiliates and JV partners. So check out my channel if you're interested in that. But it gives you all the details. You can see all your affiliates, the payments, the product options, the rules. And there's also JV partners as well. So if you want to do like a rev share or split the revenue between you and somebody else, you can go ahead and set that up right here. And finally, let's get into the learn area. And I'm going to go quickly over this because I have another video on the learn part of ThriveCart. So if you want more details, please look for that video. But anyway, this area lets you go ahead and build courses that your customers can go ahead and join. So first things first, you need to go ahead and create a brand new project. So I'll just say example project. And you can have multiple projects, and you can think of a project like a folder of courses. So we'll go ahead and create a project, and then I can create a brand new course in here. And so I'm going to go ahead and name it, and I could go ahead and assign an author to it. I can write a description here. I can upload a logo and a profile image of the author, and support email and languages and so on. And I can select my course layout as well. And I'm going to go with the sidebar option right here, and I'll go ahead and create my course. And then I just walk through the process here. So I need to create a module. So a module is a group of lessons, and each course can have multiple modules. So create a module. 1, and this module is available to all students or only students with specific tags. And right now I don't have the Learn Plus option, so I can't limit this module to specific students, but I'll cover the Learn Plus option in my Learn video. So please check that out if you want more information. Anyway, I'm going to do all students and create module, and then we can go ahead and add lessons to the module. So we'll just drag a lesson over here and first lesson and create my lesson, and then I can go ahead and edit my lesson. So we'll click on edit here, and so here you can go ahead and edit your lesson, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Like if you want to add a video right here, you could add a video, and then you could go ahead and we'll delete this headline element out of there, and then you could go ahead and have text down here if you want to do that. Now, one thing about this Learn platform is that you have to host your videos somewhere else. Like you can't host them within ThriveCart. So that's one thing to take into consideration. But assuming you have your video uploaded somewhere else, you could go ahead and just paste your embed code right there, and then your video would load for your students. And what I recommend doing is going through and actually customizing, this one lesson to make it suit your needs and be how you want all your lessons to be. So once you're happy with your lesson design, like maybe you want to include some bullets as well, throw a bullets element in there just for the sake of example. And if you're happy with it, we can go ahead and publish it. And then you could go ahead and come in here and you can clone that lesson, and then you can just edit the lesson, and you don't have to rebuild the template every single time by dragging the elements over and all that type of stuff. So make sure you get it right on that first lesson, and then go ahead and clone it for all the follow-on lessons. I'm going to go ahead and exit without saving. You can also choose how your content is presented. So right now it's instant. So as soon as somebody joins my course, they'll have access to all the different content. Alternatively, you go ahead and drip the content if you want to. So you could drip it over a time period or day of the month or specific calendar date or after a trial or rebill. So a few different options here, and I go into more details in my Learn video. So check that out if you want more information. And once you're all happy and everything, you can come up here to save. And then we could go ahead and preview our course if we want to. So we'll click on preview. And so this is what the course would look like right here. Now, since I didn't actually embed a video, nothing's popping up right here. But if I did embed a video, there would be one right at the top. And then you can see that if I click to the next lesson, it would go to that next lesson, and so on. So this is kind of how the course or Learn area works. You could also give them the link to the Learn area. So here's the quick link or copy login URL, or you can go ahead and clone a course if you want to do something like that. So anyway, I know this was a quick demo of the Learn area. I'm going to have a whole other video on the Learn platform. So please check out my channel if you want to learn more about it. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Hopefully you found it helpful. Just a quick reminder, if you want to get the full lifetime membership to ThriveCart, I have a link right here. It is an affiliate link, so I'll earn a commission. However, you won't pay anything extra, and I'll really appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I appreciate any sorts of likes, comments, subscribes, and or check out crazymarketing.com, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.